Hi, welcome to Messy Missy Creates. This is Melissa. I have a fairly quick Dollar Tree and Goodwill haul for you today. I have not gotten to do that in a long time, and I'm very excited. I did not get a whole lot, but I wanted to share what I got. And, you know, all of this is new to me because I haven't been there in a while. So, anyway, of course, I had to have, I'm here for any camper. I see where they got a little happy with their glitter. But is this not the cutest thing? So anyway, I'm just gonna hang it in my craft room. I am a camper, little retro camper junkie. So anyway, all right, let's start with the stickers, shall we? I mean, because, you know, why not? Oop, that's not a sticker. So obviously there was way more to be had than I got. So I was trying to restrain myself, I guess. But, and I have some of these, but these were different than the ones that I had that I got many moons ago. So I loved these colors. So I thought, well, you know, and I like having the one big thing and then the other smaller things. So I really was, I mean, this was, you know, how this is. It's a checkout, grab and go. So I didn't really get a chance to look all the way through it, but thought, well, might as well, huh? Well, they look like they're on repeat, so, well, I mean, who doesn't need well, especially if you live in Florida, you definitely need an orange slice and a pineapple, I guess. If there was a flamingo in here, that would probably be a Florida trifecta. But anyway, I digress. So here's another. I like this. This was a unique color combination, and I mean, I'm here for cupcakes. Oh, I know one thing. Darn it. I hope I have it in here. If not, I'll have to go get it because it's just as cute as it can be. And more cupcakes. I don't get to go to Starbucks very often, but, you know, it still represents coffee. And I love this little bracelet. I don't know if you can see that or not. But it says, laugh, live, something like that. Yeah. And I thought it was really cute. So, and keys and more coffee and, you know, I don't wear a whole lot of makeup, but I do wear some, and a unicorn, more rainbows, hearts, you know, because it's fixing to be Valentine's, you know, fixing to be February. And then this big cup of coffee. I'm definitely up for that. So I thought they were cute. Little impulse buy right at the checkout stand. I'm sure. Oh, these look like they're not repeating. Wow, good deal. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, so this one has a different center sticker. Oh, look at there. Every one of them. Well, isn't that cool? Okay, cool. I wish this one, maybe they did that and I didn't notice. Yeah, it has a different center sticker. Okay. Well, isn't that neat? See, I didn't notice that before. Alrighty, good deal. All right, happy with that. And then these speak for themselves. Cupcakes, rainbows, hearts. I mean, come on, I love this, and they're glittery. And if you've known me for like 5 minutes, I am not a huge glitter fan because I don't like it on me, but I do like sparkly things. But just don't like it on me. So, and yes, this has glitter all over it. So I'm gonna take it and move it over here and bang it off. Otherwise, I'll have glitter everywhere. Okay, so, and then that. Okay, maybe you've all seen those. I mean, I've seen, you know, the other ones, but I hadn't seen this one. I know where a couple of these are going right off the bat. If you know, raise your hand. I'm going to send a couple of them to somebody. And then this. These are, well, it says 4 pieces. It's their Teaching Tree blank books. I really don't know what they are, but they look like comp books, so I threw them in the buggy. Does anybody else call a shopping cart a buggy? Or is that a southern term, maybe? Because it's a buggy all day long down here. Okay, I was hoping that these had like the graph paper, but they don't, so it's okay. I was thinking of using it as just a little glue book or something like that. They're flimsy. They don't have the hard cover, but they hooked me in with the composition book cover. So honestly though, you could take that staple out. Let's see. Let's give it a proper welcome and let's measure it, because you know we measure everything. Okay, it's 8 by, oh, it's 8 by 8. That was easy. Now, if you wanted to get a little more creative with it, and I might on one of them, because these are just staples, you could pop the staples out, and then see this spine right here? You could always, what do you call that, score right there and right there. And you could make the spine bigger fairly easy, and you'd end up with about, well, if you do it to here, you end up with 7 to 7.5 inches, I think, by 8. So that's a decent sized book. Okay, not what I hoped it was going to be, but you know, with Dollar Tree, you kind of just got to take it as you go. Okay, so I also shop in the not craft section for my craft supplies. I'm assuming you all do too. I mean, I can find craft supplies at the grocery store. So these right here, I mean, yes, you can wear them around your head, but hello, those are fun colors. So those are, they make great journal wraps. Don't have one here handy other than this. It might be too flimsy for it, but anyway. You see where I'm going with that. You also could do a temporary binding in your book with that. I usually get the thinner ones to do that, but anyway, for $1.25 or whatever, I will use them. And okay, I needed some fingernail files, and these are cute. I love the little recycle signs on them, but I also use them in my craft room, because if you're like gluing up to an edge or something, or you want to rough up the edge, you know, and you want to even it off, or you want to rough up the edge of something. Anyway, you just take a little file and go with the edge, you know, like the edge of your journal, and it'll either smooth it out or roughen it up depending on what you want. So there's that. And then this is paper tape. This is that microfour tape that I was talking about. And so you can ink on it, you can stamp on it, use it in your journals. You can, it's just like paper. Well, it's almost more like a fabric. And I used it in a video recently for something, but I also laid it down on my, not paper, but on my no stick surface, and you can ink it a little bit. It's not perfect, but it's great and it's quick, and I bet you, and I might try it out in a minute, I bet you I could use these daubers on it. But I've also used this like to reinforce my binding and all that stuff. Which leads me to this. This is athletic tape. Now, I'm not going to pay big money for this, but I'll pay Dollar Tree money for it. But I bet you, and as soon as I can feel it, I know. Now, they do have it in a waterproof. I did not get that. This is every bit as sticky and probably as durable as your bookbinding tape. So I'm going to be using this in a journal pretty soon. And it does have it has like a fabric-y feel. And I bet you could ink it or stamp on it maybe. I don't know about, if you ink them, you lose some of the sticky, but anyway, I definitely could stamp on it if you wanted, but really I just wanted some white bookbinding tape. And I grabbed that because, well, why not? Okay. Then in their not dollar section, they have fat quarters and these fat rolls, or whatever they call them, the fabric rolls. I think it's been a while since I've gotten one of these, but if you saw in one of my most recent videos, or maybe one that's about to come out, you saw where I plundered in my big old sewing box. and I pulled out these strips of like retro colored fabric. That's what that was. I think I had gotten that one at like Hobby Lobby or Michael's or something, and I want to say they were like 10 bucks. These are 5, and they all should be fairly standard. I don't really want to take it all the way apart, but they roll out, and you got all these different fabrics, right, on this huge roll. So each one is, let's see, I forgot. Well, heck, I unrolled it now, so might as well. Now, this is doubled, and it is, I want to say, well, let's see, that's 18 inches and about 5, so 48 inches total, maybe, something like that. Or no, I would say at least a yard by, what, 2 inches? A little over 2.5 inches. Oh, and it probably said that. 5 designs, 3 each, 2.5 by 42 inches. So, yeah, okay, I could have done that without, you know, the dramatics of opening it. But look at that fabric. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And I didn't have to cut it. Now, that screams, yes, something summery, springy something. Now, they had some primary color ones that I almost got. It had a really vivid purple. Yeah, I made a mess. Anyway, I like these colors. And, you know, I love it. So I had to get that one. And that might have, oh. Okay, this is actually in the garden section, and I'm going to do this video again with my garden haul. So I'm going to do that in a separate video because I didn't figure that you know, everybody would want to see that. I got some pots and some seeds and stuff like that. So, but this was in the garden section, and it's a little mini pot. Now, I have these in the big ones, and you can stack them, but hello, can't you use this in the craft room? Yeah. The answer is, of course you can. Oops. Okay, so that didn't quite go like I wanted it to, but I don't think, because they're honestly, I got 3 of them. I got 2 of them this color and 2 of them in like a neutral stone color or something. But honestly, they're like really too shallow for most things that you'd plant, because they're only, again, it probably tells me, but am I going to take the time to look? Probably not. 3-tiered, it doesn't tell you. Now, again, they have the big ones that you actually can plant in. These are 2.5 inches deep. At the base, they're only like 1.5 inches wide. At the top, it's like 2 3/4 maybe wide. So I was thinking, because I was going to get them anyway, and I thought, what else can I use those for? And you can stack them up as tall as you want. Now, markers, pens, sure, they'll fit. Why not, right? Because I needed something else to put my markers in. They do have that little bottom thing that will hold them up. So that works. You could probably put some washi tape. Yep. They could hold all kinds of little stuff. So I didn't really need something else to hold something, but I was getting one to just start seeds in, like maybe for small herbs. So I thought I would use one in the craft room and see how that worked. So, what you think? Now, so far, I say I left a lot of stuff there, trust me. And not because I wanted to, but because I was showing some restraint. And then I went to Goodwill the other day. Oh, I walked around. I went to PT and then went to Dollar Tree. I was tired. But I walked around Dollar Tree, or I didn't make the whole store, but I got the important part of the store. I walked around there with my cane for the first time. So I was able to do that. I am one tired puppy. I had to come home and take a nap because that was a lot of walking for me. I'm not used to walking with my cane that much. Okay, so I got these markers. Yes. Did I need more markers? No. Do we ever need more markers? Probably not. Oh, I forgot something else I got at Dollar Tree. 2 more things. Just a little sticky note with the... I like these to plan out my journal pages or plan out my videos or whatever. And I was out of them, so this is a pack of 125. They had them in all different colors. That was the first one on the little spindle. And then I got 2 of these little pump spray bottles because in an upcoming video, stay tuned, I'm going to be doing some paper dyeing in a couple different ways. So, there's that. Now, I have not swatched these markers, believe it or not. I've had them for like 3 days and I have not used them. I know, right? Crazy even. Okay, we'll swatch them in a minute. They were $2.99. It wasn't horrible, and they're not all... This is the Big Market. There's a couple Sharpies mixed in, but I think I have a couple of these, and I don't remember if they bleed through a lot of papers or not, but anyway, we're gonna find out. So, isn't this cute? Now, these came from the Target dollar section, and they were 99 cents. So, you know, not like a huge steal, but I was in Goodwill. I was not in Target, and I'm not likely to go to Target in the next few days. So, I got these, and I thought these would be the cutest things and they hadn't been opened. Because, you know, other people do this too. They buy stuff that they just have to have, and then they don't use it. So, they weren't even open. Weather report. Oh, now they're open and they're not together. So, but I thought they're awful big for a journal. I was trying to see if I have... Okay, for example... Like, here's a blank journal page, or a journal page. That's going to take up, like, my entire page. But I thought you could cut, you know, if you want to cut this section off, if you want to cut, like, this top section, and if you have, like, a major weather day, spring, summer, fall, winter, the season is, that's cute, and today it is, and draw the weather. I don't really want to draw the weather, but I'm sure I have a sticker for it. So I thought, you know, I could cut that out. I could cut this out to represent the temperature. And then, you know, I just thought it was super cute. And if nothing else, the little clipboard background is cute. And I can just put a piece of, you know, like notebook paper with lines on it and, you know, use it that way. So, I thought that was precious. And there's 30 in each pack. I guess I better put them back in the pack. I was thinking they were on like a little notepad kind of thing. Like they were bound together, but they're not. So I guess I better put them back. Or I will have weather reports all over the place in here. Because my ceiling fan is on. So, there's that. I got 2 of those. These are, they're actually, it says, oh my Disney. So I'm assuming these were more than $2 at whatever store they came from. And some of the pages, there's a couple of them in here that have been torn out, but they have like the little princess on them. I don't know. I mean, sometimes I use journals like this to just do my writing in, or like ideas or different things that I want to do, or just notes that I take. Nothing official, but I thought they were cute. And then this one, Our Fate Lives Within Us. You only have to be brave enough to see it. And I thought that was really cute. I really needed this you know, just for this cover. This one says it will turn out all right in the end. This one has, now I'm not up on my latest Disney, so I don't know which character this is, but she's holding a bow and arrow. It's obviously a princess with a bow and arrow, so, and you can see the first few pages were torn out. But this had the grid paper, and so I saw this one first and grabbed it, because, you know, anytime, you can always pull out that grid paper, you know, the paper to use it. So I will probably use both of those for that. It actually looks like they're sewn in, maybe, in like signatures. That would be really nice. But they're probably glued as well, so that's not so nice. But, okay, so then I came to the book section, and okay, they're one of the few stores here that still sell books, and to me, Goodwill's prices on their books have always been expensive, so I quit looking there for books. But I love, you know, I love old books, and if it's matte finish paper, I'm here, you know. So, and I love these like these workbooks, and they count as a softback book, so they're cheaper. But you rip these off, and they're big enough that you could probably fold them in half that way and put them in a journal, and bada bing, bada boom, you have a journal. But there's also some really cute and useful images in here. A lot of maps and stuff. So, look at him with the world, holding the world. So, those are always a good buy. However, when I get up to the register, they said that because we had the lady that took me, this was a couple days ago, when she took me, she had her granddaughter with us, and he told us that the kids' books were free. I guess you get so many free kids' books when you have a kid with you. I was like, wow, I don't usually have a kid with me, but okay, that's awesome. These are the covers, you know, it obviously got chewed up or broken off, but I mean, does a little broken piece of a spine scare us off? No, it does not. This is, I love these old Rand McNally giant books because now, obviously, this is too big. Well, it's not too big. You can have a journal as big as you want it. But it's bigger than most of us would want to journal in. It is almost 9.5 by 12 and 3/4. So 9.5 by 13 basically. But what I like these for, and you can see I got two, I like to use the pages, and they are that matte finish. Now, okay, some of these pages I'm going to have to use the images, but this is a great art journal size for me. So whatever I do with the pages, I probably will take some big like watercolor paper or something, and I will take this, you know, change out the spine, and I'll probably make myself a new art journal. I also like to use these pages in my art journal because they're matte finish, and they are great to paint over. But there's some of these that I might not be able to paint over these images. They are just precious. Look at that plate. Of course, the images probably are almost too big to use in my journal, so I don't know. This is how this happens. This is how this happens. I have this notion in my head when I go to a store. This would make a great art journal. Those pages would be great to paint on. And then I come home and I'm going, yeah, but am I going to be able to paint over those? So this is, I don't know. How come? Easy answers to hard questions. That's cool. It's from like 75, if you can't tell, 75, 77. If you can't tell by the kids' clothing. Isn't that cute? They're just so precious. And let's see. Again, matte finish. How seeds grow. Okay, I might have to use this in a gardening journal of some sort, but all of the images are so intertwined, it's going to be hard to use them separately, so I don't know. But look at this little kid over here planting seeds. And that little mouse is probably just waiting to dig it up. And so is that snail. They're just waiting to eat it. Oh, there's the bunny waiting for it to grow to eat it. And there's probably a squirrel waiting for... Oh, here's a squirrel. He's just waiting to eat your broccoli because, yeah, I planted the second batch of 20-something broccoli plants. I already had the squirrels eat 35 broccoli plants in the last month. And then now we replanted more. We put up the ugly pie pans to shoo them off and scare them off. Did not work. They ate, well, at least part of the broccoli plants. So I have to figure out what to do with my squirrel situation. Anyway, isn't this cute? Does this one say why do we burp? Yeah, what are freckles? Why do we burp? But this is just, I love the graphics in this. So not 100% sure what I'm going to do with it, but anyway. Okay, so stay right here. Look at this pretty picture for just a second. I got to reach back behind me and show you something else. So hang on, hang tight. This is too cute. It's still in the wrapper. I'm going to take it out of the wrapper so that it does not. Well, no, I'm not. I'm just going to show. No, I'm going to take it out of the wrapper. Bear with me here, because this is going up somewhere. It is going up. It says, cupcake lover parking only. Violators will be covered in sprinkles. How perfect is that? Except that cupcake doesn't have any sprinkles on it. But I'm like, I am so up for a cupcake, it's not even funny. Is that not too cute? Now, you know I don't drive right now, so I don't know if I want it in my parking spot, but it's definitely going right above my craft table. And if anybody else parks their booty in my craft table, they're going to get covered in sprinkles. How about that? Or sequins or something. Isn't that cute? Alright, I think that's it for the crafty stuff for this haul. And I'm going to do my the garden haul. I don't know, are any of the crafters, are you into the garden? I do have a couple garden videos. I do plan on making some content. Not a lot, or not overrun with it, but this is primarily my crafting channel, but I don't see the point in separating the two videos at the moment. They're in different playlists. So anyway, all right, well, that's it, and I hope you enjoyed that. I hope maybe you got some good ideas, or give me some good ideas in the comments, whichever. But yeah, I hope that you know, we all share ideas, and you know, it doesn't hurt, right? So anyway, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.